And in that video, I made a vow and a promise to myself and to you guys as the audience that I will be way more careful moving forward. And that promise was not one that I kept.
Well, what do you know? I was just sitting here painting a cute little trans look on my face. And what the F just happened? James Charles dropped a bomb. James Charles came out with a video apologising for all of the recent allegations that have come out against him. In the video though, one thing that got me right off the bat is that he mentioned two underage boys that he'd been speaking to. To my knowledge, so far, we've heard about a lot more than 2 boys, James. So in case you haven't seen it, James Charles addressed his No More Lies video from back in 2019. Then he went on to talk quite a lot at length about how he's ignored red flags from getting into conversations with these young guys. His friends allegedly, he claims, did warn him that he would get hurt. He would get hurt. Bear in mind, that's what he said. He would get hurt. For me, that in itself is a red flag. That is a red flag because he wasn't thinking that the victim, the young boy that he was talking to, would get hurt. He was thinking that he might get hurt. You get me? So I'm going to play this portion of his apology video if you haven't seen it yet. Let me know what you guys think. You know, we can have an adult conversation down below, but I'm going to, react to James Charles' apology as we go along here, and you guys can tell me what you think afterwards. I'm just going to be here adding my kind of commentary while I'm doing my face. Let's get into it.
I'm going to be honest with you guys, at the time that I posted No More Lies, I really thought that, like, the only issue was kind of like the straight guys and being lied to. But I now realize that it was obviously a much deeper problem, and I really wish that at that time I had spent the time to sit down, look at myself in the mirror, and try to get to the root of the problem and understand why I was actually allowing myself to get into these situations instead of just brushing it off and saying, like, it's the straight guys and it's the lie. But like I said, I didn't, and as time progressed, my desire for a relationship never really went away, and I slowly started ignoring red flags again, and also ignoring my friends and the important people around me that warned me that I was going to get hurt. And to them, I also feel like I really owe an apology because I should have listened, and I feel like if I did, we probably wouldn't be here today.
So isn't that interesting? Essentially, what we've got here is James Charles saying, I should have listened to my friends and this could have been avoided. That's what I heard in that part of the apology, at least. If he'd listened to his friends, he wouldn't be in this situation now. We wouldn't be here, and this could have all been avoided. Interesting. So on that part, to me, it almost sounds as if James is there trying to almost blame his friends for him being in the situation that he's in now, where he's had to sit down and make this video taking accountability. Oh yeah, well, if I'd listened to my friends, then I wouldn't have to sit here and do this. To me, that's what it sounded a lot like. There were parts in James' apology video today that I did think were good, but this to me sounded slightly like he was shifting blame. Like almost saying to his friends, why didn't you make me listen to you? No, James, it's not why didn't you make me listen to you. It's why did you go on Instagram on your Explorer page in the first place looking for young guys when you've been caught out looking for high schoolers previously? You've got previous of this. It's not your friend's job to make you change. It's your job, James.
Looking back now and just trying to do my best to piece this all together in my head, I think that my lack of experience when it came to dating growing up, and then all of a sudden having a lot of attention from different types of men, some for good reasons and some for bad reasons, really affected me in ways that I didn't quite understand.
Okay, that part I can give him credit for. That part I'll accept. He was very young when he kind of rose to fame. So he didn't have like a normal dating life that a normal teenager would. So that I can kind of understand. That I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that part. But let's not forget that James, when he was younger, before he was famous, has admitted that he used to go on Omegle looking for guys and trying to solicit things from them, you know, all that kind of stuff. So this has been something that was occurring with James before he was famous. Only in that instance, he would go on Omegle, websites like Omegle, and look at older guys. So it's like he's repeating the cycle of what he used to do when he was younger, if that makes sense.
I honestly just thought that I had really, really bad luck and that I was being taken advantage of when that wasn't the case at all. And I had the mentality that I could reach out to literally anybody and use my Explore page and For You page as a dating app. And eventually I would just happen to find the right person, but that's just not how dating works, literally at all. It's gross, it's weird, and it's desperation. I just really thought it was important to share my thought process and the conversations that I've been having with myself and professionals behind the scenes in order to help myself fully understand the situation so I could properly hold myself accountable for how I got here in the first place.
Okay, this part, he's talking to professionals behind the scenes. That's good because that means he admits at least that he has a problem in doing what he's doing, looking for these younger guys, all that kind of stuff. So that part I think is good, and you know, I commend him for seeking help for this. Hopefully that will inspire some change and mean that this doesn't continue to happen.
When these videos started to come to light, power imbalance became a really large topic of conversation on social media, and rightfully so. In 2019, when I had my whole situation, I was accused of abusing my fame, money, and power to get what I wanted. And when I responded to that at the time, I said that that was disgusting and that I would never want to do that. And to this day, I still stand behind that sentiment 1000%. So when it was getting brought up again, I got really, really frustrated and was trying to understand because I was thinking to myself like, okay, I know that this situation shouldn't have happened. I know that this conversation shouldn't have occurred. I take responsibility for that. But at the same time, like, they DM'd you first. They lied to you. They flirted first. Like, you didn't use your fame, money, and power to get anything. But I've now realized that that mentality is completely wrong because a power imbalance can happen even when it's not intentional. What I wasn't getting before is that the excitement that comes with talking to a celebrity is literally enough to make somebody do or say something that they normally wouldn't, even if that celebrity isn't intentionally weaponizing their fame, money, or power. And that's the concept that I just wasn't getting, but I now do.
The power imbalance thing. Did I not say that yesterday? Yes, I did. In my video yesterday on this, I did bring this up. Plenty of other drama channels have also brought this up when it comes to James Charles and these boys that we're seeing TikToks and videos of coming forward with their proof of what he said and what he's done to them. All this kind of stuff, you know. But at least now, James is more aware of the power balance and the way that that can be used and weaponized and can be used in a harmful way when it comes to him speaking to minors.
I understand that posting this video today is not going to stop those conversations, but is going to spark more of them. And that's something that I am completely okay with because I really feel like these are topics that we need to be speaking about a lot more. I also want to make it clear too that through uploading this video today, my hope and my expectations are not to press post and then forget about it and move on and wash my hands as if nothing happened, because something did happen. And what happened was not okay. And I don't want to just forget about it. I should have been more careful in every single way when it comes to the ways that I was looking for a relationship. I didn't do the proper research, and for that, I'm once again ashamed and embarrassed. I can't take it back as much as I wish that I could, but I'm really, really glad that I now fully understand the situation so I'm able to do better in the future, and I really hope to show that to you guys.
Just in case you guys haven't seen the full video, there were moments in there where James Charles said that he was desperate, and this was his kind of excuse for all of this. You know, he was desperate to have a relationship, desperate to talk to these boys. To me, I don't call it desperate, I call it fucking stupid. You know, when you're somebody like him who is a huge social media star with a huge platform, 25 plus million subscribers on YouTube, 25 plus million eyes on you. And you're trying to tell me that you're desperate and that's why you did what you did? No, Queen, I'm not having that. I'm not buying that one. I'm not wearing that one. No, 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 no. I do not wear that one. Lots of us are thirsty. You know, lots of us have been locked up for a year in this pandemic. But we ain't messaging minors, hun. Oh, no.
I'm a firm believer that when scandals or situations like this happen, you can get on camera and upload an apology video where you say sorry a million times all day long, but the only way to actually show and prove that you are sorry is through action and change, and I'm going to change. This whole situation has been so embarrassing and I'm ashamed, but like I said, I'm now educated and fully understand what went on, and I'm making a promise to all of you right now on camera that I will be way more careful moving forward with every single person that I speak to. My For You page and Explore page are not dating apps, and I will stop treating them as if they are. I also have already started asking for proper identification from every single guy that has either reached out or that I was speaking to, and will continue doing so for the rest of time. I now understand the root of the problem. I understand how and why I, and only I, caused myself to get into this situation. I understand that this could have and should have been easily avoided, and I also understand that I need to be aware of my platform at all times. I didn't understand how a situation like this could affect the people involved, but now I do. And for that, to the victims, I am so, so sorry. And I promise that something like this will never, ever happen again. I also feel like I owe an apology to my friends, family, team members, and also fans that had to watch this all go down again. To all of you guys, I once again wish that I had listened earlier on. You guys saw this and I didn't, and I'm really, really sorry for not taking that seriously and not being a better person and a better role model like I promised that I would be.
Okay, this part, it sounds like James is trying to make himself sound very self-aware, but we really don't know, I think, at this point, if this is just James trying to tell us what we want to hear from him or what he thinks we want to hear from him. Let me know all your thoughts about this. I'm curious, you know, genuinely, I don't know, you know. I think as a whole, the video as influencer apologies go, it was kind of good. You know, there was good and there was bad in it, in my opinion. You know, it's not a perfect apology video, but there were instances, there were glimpses of James trying to, you know, own to his fuck ups and take some accountability for it. That I can appreciate, you know, for sure. You know, everybody in life makes mistakes, everybody fucks up, and everybody deserves a second chance. But the one thing I will say on that is that this is more than a second chance for James Charles. You know, we're on chance number, what, 463 by now? You know, I don't know. But of course, nobody in this life is perfect. We all fuck up. We all make mistakes. So it's up to you guys, you know, if you forgive him or you don't, of course. Nobody can tell you how to feel about James Charles now, you know. It is all your choice, your opinion, you know, your thought process. If you find it in your heart to say, okay, this was good enough for me and I'm going to forgive him or not, you know, but I don't know. I think, as James kind of alluded to in the video, only time will tell, because the only thing going forward that will show that he's actually changing will be his behavior.
I'm going to be taking some time away to reflect and further educate myself on these topics. I think at this point it's really important that I do so I'm able to follow through with my word and prove to you guys that I will be a better person. Even though I won't be here posting, I do want people to know that I will still be here, available, listening, and learning. At this point, if you made it all the way through the video, I really appreciate it and just wanted to say thank you for listening, and I hope to never disappoint you again. See you soon.
So, there you go. That is the end of that, my loves. You know, I'm not including the full apology video from him in here, you know, because otherwise this video would be stupidly long. But I just wanted to come and share some of my thoughts on it. You know, I do think, as I said, as apology videos go, it was kind of so-so, because he did try and take some accountability for it, but also a big part of me just thinks, well, it shouldn't have fucking happened in the first place. You know, who is out there messaging minors when they've got a platform the same size as James Charles, 25 million odd people all looking at him. How and why do you think it's okay to use your fans and random guys who message you on Snapchat or Instagram as a dating pool? Why does a 21-year-old man not know that he should have gone to Grindr and other dating apps for gay men, whatever, to sort out his dating life, or even hired a professional dating service? For God's sake, you know, he's got the money. He's got the finances behind him to do that. So why does a man of his age, in the spotlight as he is, not know that? He tries to blame it on, you know, his past. Oh, you know, I came up young and all of this. But get yourself some PR people, my God. You know, get yourself some PR people. And they would have explained it to you. You know, they would have taken care of that for you. They would have helped you to not end up in this situation. For me, there's no logic in, you know, James Charles going on Snapchat, going on Instagram as a 21-year-old man looking for dates, especially because he is that much in the public eye. I just can't get my head around that part. So this little video has pretty much just been my initial reaction to James Charles coming out, making his Taking Accountability video today. Please do let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comments. You know, do you think this video is going to help in any way with public perception of James Charles now? Or do you think that James is kind of screwed? You know, let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I'm going to stop this video right here. So I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. And I will see you on the next one, my loves. Love you guys. Take care. Bye, guys.